Hi everyone, welcome to Evermore Creative Art Studio. I'm Lauren, and today I'm doing a challenge. It is the hashtag Pick 3 Tags Challenge, and it's hosted by Beth, yes I made it myself, and Kathy at Kathy Zorn. And the challenge, each week in June, we're to pick one item from each of these 3 categories, A, B, and C, and then we make a tag from it. And we should have 3 tags by the end of June, and they're having a little contest and giving away a very beautiful journal. And it's open to residents of Canada and the United States, probably for shipping purposes. So if you'd like to participate in this, it's just started. I think the first day was this Wednesday, so there's still time yet to get on board with that. Just go and look them up, and I'll have the links listed down below. So how they showed that they were going to do their category picking was to put 4 papers, sorry, like there's fabric, twine, yarn, and ribbon for category A. So they wrote it all on a little piece of paper and crunched it up and put it in a little dish. And then for B, where there's paperclip, beads, eyelets, and charms, same thing, wrote it on a little piece of paper, folded it up, tossed it in a little bowl. And then for C, there's a book page, music paper, magazine, and a paper bag. So crunch them up, write them on paper, and crunch them up. So to save space, I didn't go for the 3 bowls, but I did do identifying colors. So all my blue pieces are from the category A, and all my little, I don't know if you can see it, but they're pink. There's a scrap piece of scrapbooking paper that I used, and that's all category B. And then my craft papers are category C. So what I'll do is give them a little shake up, and I'll just pick one from each category, and we'll see what we get. And then I will stop the camera, go run and grab my supplies, and come back and make a tag. So I'm going to take this one for my category A, and that is ribbon. So I have to do something with ribbon. And for B, I'm going to take this one. And it is, beads, a ribbon and beads. That's pretty already. So then I just need one for my C, which is a book page. So I have to use a book page, beads, and ribbon in my tag. So that's awesome. And then once these are used, I won't put them back into the container. I'll just leave them out. So there will be no repeats of the items from tag to tag. They'll all be different. So I'm going to go now and find my book page, my beads, and a ribbon, and come back and make a tag. Okay, so I'm back now. So book pages. I went looking for a book that I thought might be interesting. You know, my go-to might first be a dictionary or another book with, you know, straight up writing in it, or I might get fancy and do something with a different font or a different language. But I wanted something really that I wouldn't normally go to. And so I picked this book that has photographs in it. And I don't normally use photographs, but I thought, well, why not? And I know that I got this book at a thrift store because I would never buy this kind of book off the shelf. There's too many resources online and YouTube, and that I would never buy a book like this. But there must have been something in here that I really loved when I bought it, and I think it's probably the paint brushes and the paint and maybe some of the texture and the finishes that I liked. So I know that's where I got it from, and it was in really good shape, so whoever had it before me didn't use it either. So it's okay. I'm going to harvest from it and get some enjoyment out of this book. So there are a lot of really wonderful pages in it. And I kind of, you know, these colors drew me. I really love these colors, and they're on a kind of a creamy background, so I don't have to worry about, you know, just plain old white. And there might be more in here too that I might enjoy. I love that little paint tray. It's all rusty and grungy looking. And it's red, and I love red and green. They're complementary together like that. So I might fussy cut that out and use that on those somehow. And that's as far as I got to with my planning. But yeah, and then I went looking here. I'm just gonna stick a little bookmark in there to remember that page, because otherwise I will see another page that I really like and I will totally squirrel, and then I'll never be able to make up my mind. So we're just gonna stick with the one that I found. And I went looking for ribbons, because, you know, ribbon is my next one. And I realized that, you know, green is my favorite color, and I don't have a whole lot of green anything, which is really weird. So, but I found this. It's kind of like seam binding. There we go. Thank you. Seam binding. And then this kind of crinkly satiny ribbon, which I love. And just a regular old satin ribbon, which is pretty, but kind of boring. And then I have, I was trying to get this out and I couldn't pull it. This came out of a box full of sewing notions that a friend of mine had salvaged from somewhere. And it came with a bunch of other things that she had salvaged, and she brought me this whole box of goodies, like old spools and jewelry bits and bobs, and, you know, anything that you would take to your pet raven, she brought to me. So anyway, I really like this color in here, and I can't get it out, so I just brought the whole thing. I'll work on it while if I want this color, I'll figure it out here. I also have this old seam binding, which I believe came from the same box of goodies that my friend brought me. And then I have, you know, just another bit of satin ribbon. So I have a couple options there, and I think those would all work with the, you know, the color of the piece that I've bookmarked and chosen. So that's my ribbons. And then the next one is beads. And I thought, well, if it's going to be a feature on a tag, then let's go big or go home. So I got out some of the boho beads that I have made, and I love these. They're big, they're flouncy, and they're pretty. Oh, I really like them. They're fun to make, and you know, they're fun to use too. So I just brought them all. And if one of those doesn't seem to work well, then I have this bin. This was pretty much all in a bag from Value Village for $4, and it just never made it to my my Thrifty Thursday, Thrifty Canucks video, because I wanted to open it up. So it was all opened up. It may get there yet. I might film it. We'll see. But except this one. This one I bought separately with these little glass beads on them. It's quite heavy, so I paid $3 for this. But I just threw it in there because it all came from the same place. So anyway, there's, oh, that's kind of cool. It kind of fits the colors as well. So might need a bit of a bath. But anyway, I'm going to go for these first to see if I can make use of those. And yeah, so I guess I'm just going to sit down and just get started. So I'll just pull my chair over. And I'm going to move some of these things off to the side because we don't need to have everything here. I will cause an avalanche. I'll just put these over here too, because make sure that I keep everything that I'm working on in the center though, because I don't want to, you know, fall away from you. So I'm just going to put that back in there. So, all right, my book page first. Let's see. Got the scissors. Have we got anything here? I've got my ruler. I've got pinking shears and a little pair of scissors, and yeah, I'm good. Oh, I've got my cutting board too, and I've got glue. Got glues. I could have figured this out before I sat down again, right? Yeah, no, too easy. Corner rounder, and yeah, I think that's it. And if I'm missing anything, then I will stop the camera and go find something. So, okay, I'm gonna go straight to here and not look at anything else, because it's all paint and it's all colors in here, and that will just make me wanna play with all the other colors. Maybe after I'm done, I'll do a quick flip through for you and show you. But I really like this with the feather. And then these old guys, all these old artists. But okay, I'm digressing, and I also really, really love this paint tray. So I'm gonna rip that out, and then I can just take this and put it elsewhere. I don't know if I have an elsewhere available. Is that an empty space on my counter? Let's put something on it kind of person. Drives me crazy. But, okay, so I'm gonna want, it's kind of flimsy as it is, so I thought maybe what I would do is stiffen it up. I know a really good way to do that is just to fold it. So if I folded it right between those paint swatches. There we go. That's a little stiffer. What if, I'm not going to make it that tall though either, am I? So what if I folded it down a bit? Oh, I never thought I could have just done it this way too and had, no, don't like that, this is good. Which is my front though? Which one is my front? There's that. Oh, I love those colors, but those are more interesting with the glossy on them. See? The paint texture makes those way more interesting. These are kind of flat and boring, but I love the colors. Why can't the flat be in those colors and those colors be in the shiny? So fussy, hey? All right. Well, I'm just gonna go. I'm gonna fold it and see what happens. I'll fold it, there's a little line there. I'll fold it right on that. And what I'm hoping is that if I, build up some of my layers for thickness, that I'll have a stronger card, so, or a tag. So that feels good. Pretty good. Okay. I don't want it all the way I don't want it that wide. Whoops. Yeah. So I'm going to just cut it down. And that's good on this side. I hope it's good on the other side. Oh, it is. It's great on the other side, except when I didn't cut through. I'll just try it again. There we go. Okay. And I might just, you know what, I think I'm going to tear the bottom. Ooh, sorry about that. That was loud. Unnecessarily loud. But, yeah, that'll be good. That'll be nice and strong for my tag. Once the glue's in there, it'll really help a lot. But I don't need all this on the bottom. So I think I'm gonna tear it. There. Oh, I like that. Okay, that's good. Yes, I've got all kinds of glue here. Do I have my glue stick? Though I really want my glue stick. Oh, wouldn't you know? Oh boy, okay, I'm gonna go run and get it and then come back. And as soon as I get back here, I'll probably find one on the other side of this table somewhere, but I will be right back. Okay, here we go. I got my glue stick. And then as I was looking for it, I thought, well, I wonder if I'd like to sew that. Maybe I want to sew it a little bit because I really like how sewing looks. So I think I might. I do, I think I might. So I'm just gonna put some glue on anyway in the center, but not around the edges. So I don't know when we do this if we're allowed to add other things or if we are restricted to our 3 items. Like I don't know, and I did not ask. So I guess I'll find out. I guess I'll find out. What is that saying? It's better to ask for forgiveness than, or beg for forgiveness than to ask for permission. So yeah, we're all artists. So I figure we'll all just do our own thing anyway. So I want to sew it. I like sewing. So I think that it would need something extra like that. So I'm going to go back again and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. I decided to cut my corners while I was up there. And I decided also that this was my front. Because I love the colors and the fact that it is a little bit plainer. Isn't gonna clutter things up, especially if I do decide to put a paint tray on there somewhere, which I think I will. And I'll just leave this one for the back. So, and I left my little strings because I don't know if I want to cut them off yet or not. And I can always cut them off, but I can't put them back. So, there. I think I probably I might distress the edges too, just to get rid of that whiteness. But of course, I don't have my ink with me here. This is not my usual place that I work, although it is becoming the usual place. It's got big windows and I love this room. It's supposed to be a dining room, but we don't eat in here anyway, so I've been slowly taking over, and I think somehow I'm gonna have to organize everything and put everything that I use most of the time in here, and yeah, and then I'll have it because right now I don't, but we'll figure it out. I'll figure it out as I go. So now I need a ribbon. So these are the ones that I have. I like how this goes actually. I like how this looks with that. I'm gonna come down a little bit closer so you can see it. Hopefully I'll be able to stay in my frame as I put this together. Maybe I'll just put a little mark here for myself. Okay, you can see up to there and you can see to there. Okay, so if I can stay within those little areas, I should be fine. Okay, so yes, I like this neutral color here with that. That's okay on that side too, and I'm surprised because I wasn't liking it as well as the other choices that I had. And this one's also really nice with it. It goes really nice with both sides. This is why I brought them out here, because I really wanted to see what they all looked like. Let's see this one. Oh, that's nice too. It's a little bit warmer. It's not as cool, which, I don't know. It's not as important that it looks great off the back, but I mean, if it can, why not? Well, I think I like the cooler one, I think, a little better. There's this big one, but that's too big. I don't want that big one on there. And then there's this, because I love it, you know? And look at that. And it goes really good on both sides. And it goes good on this side. And it's a little bit ratty looking. And I really want to see what's in there. So, okay, let's just do this really quick. If, you know what, if it turns out that this is really a mistake to do while I'm filming, then I'll just cut it out. But I thought maybe a little red might be nice too, just because of the paint box that I have every intention of using. Let's just see here. Okay, oh, where are you? What are you doing in there? Oh, you're pinned. Okay, there's the pin. This is why. There. Okay, that's a pretty rose color, isn't it, hey? Okay, that's for something different. And a little bit of purple. Pink, and ooh, that's pretty too. This little tiny bit of, oh, and it's been sewn together too, isn't that? You know, I like that. I do. I know it doesn't. It's not pretty, and it just sort of, you know, looks scabbed together because it kind of is. But I didn't do it, and it came from wherever this came from, and tells a bit of a story, and all that stitching and the raggedy edges and everything, for me, that tells a story of some sort. You know, it gives texture, and I find it so much more interesting than just this plain side. So I'm going to keep it. I don't know if I'm going to use it on this project, but I'm definitely going to keep that. And yeah, now I'm digressing. Oh, and I've moved my little chip there. Okay. All right, so these are my choices now. I don't know what I'm gonna do with my ribbon yet either. I mean, oh, that's pretty together. Isn't that nice? Oh, I really like that because I like those colors. So of course I like these colors. That's a bit big though, but you know, I can always cut this down the middle or tear it, and it'll be a little bit frayed, and that'll be okay. Let's just tuck it aside for a minute because it's big and it's dominating. So there's this one. I'll pull my pin out and I'll have a look. Let's see how this, well, I like that. I like the colors together. I don't know if I love it though, because this is so neat and tidy, and this is so scruffy looking that it just doesn't seem to fit. Kind of, it's like a couple that shouldn't be together because they're just not from the same cloth. There. Oh, you know, I thought it would be a bright idea to use paper clips on my ribbons because then I wouldn't be putting pinholes in them. But in the end, what happens is the little edges of my paper clip make a bigger mess of my ribbons. So yeah, I won't do that. That won't work. Well, there's this one though, and this one and this together is nice, and I really like that double layered look. So I'm gonna say those are my two favorites so far. I do like this, but it's big. Let's see what would happen. What would happen if I'm just gonna cut a little bit. I won't cut the whole thing. But what would happen? I wonder if it tears. Oh, it tears. Okay. Yeah, maybe I got a little too excited about that. I don't know. But it tears. And I like the torn edge. There. So I could also do this and that, which is pretty. But I like this for contrast. But it said ribbon. It didn't say ribbons, but it didn't say only one ribbon, did it? So, okay, that's a good idea. So those are my favorites. So I'll just set those off to the side, and I'll put everything else away. And where did I put? Oh, right under here, of course. I'll just move that off the side. I'm gonna look at these beads. And see if I can find one that kind of looks nice with everything. Like, that's pretty, isn't it? I like that. Ooh, right off the hop. Look at that. It's got this color. What is that? That's kind of a beige. It matches the beige of the fabric. And it's got kind of a bluish tone. And it's got some green. That's like perfect. Maybe it's too perfect. Let's see what else we have, just to see. Yeah, and then there's this too. Like, what if I use this? I'm just gonna cut or tear. I want to tear a little bit smaller, just so that I can kind of get it in, get it up, see it a little bit more better without blocking the rest of my tag. So if I use that, then I have these. I'll just lay them probably at the top, and then there's, get rid of those so I can see. Let's see. Well, that's got little bits of red in it, hey? And the black matches the black there. Where did I put my other one? It's right here. And, you know, it's got little bits of pinkish kind of red in too, which is, that's nice too. I like that. Oh boy. And that. You know what? I think with all that, with the gold thread and the little beads and the black, I almost feel like there's too much going on, maybe. And then the more I look at it, the less I think that. But then there's this one, which is so plain and simple. And maybe that's... But no, you know what? This one actually brings this in. So if I'm going to use this, I'm going to use this bead. And if I'm not going to use it, oh, I might still use that anyway. That is pretty. Look at that. Dang. Okay, well, you know what? Sometimes when I get stuck and I don't know what to do, I just have to move forward. So I'm gonna put the rest of these beads up back on my thing, and I'm gonna start moving forward. So how do I want my ribbons to attach? Because I've pretty much decided that I like all of these. So I'm going to, I'll get rid of that paper clip, and I'm going to cut a length of this. I just don't know how much I need. This one's limited. This is all I have. But I don't think I need all that. And this one is, I got a lot of that too. So how am I gonna stick them on here? You know, I could just, you know, take them and fold them over and make a tag, like just a little topper for my tag like that, with all of them, which is, you know, that's kind of cute. But it's not enough. Ooh, what if I had a bow right up at the top here? What if I had a bow? Ooh, with all three of them? And then this could hang down this way, or this one could hang down, because I haven't decided yet. Actually, I like this because it really makes the thread pop. So you know what? I'm going to use this one. I like it the best. Is that the one you like the best? Let me know in the comments if I picked the one you like the best, or if I made a bad choice, because, you know, art's subjective, so we all have our own opinion, but I would really love to know yours. So yeah, I'm going to do that. So to make a bow to fit up there, I'm going to punch 2 holes. Ugh, yeah, once I untangle myself from all my ribbons. Am I still in? Am I still in here? I can't tell. Okay, I'm good. All right. I guess I'll find out later if I stayed on screen or not. I'm just gonna find the center of this. I don't even know how wide it is. There. So I'm just gonna measure these 2 corners. That's the easiest for me. Oh, no, it's not. Look at that. It is. It is 1. It's 1, 2. It's 3 inches wide. Wow. I couldn't have done that better if I'd measured it, because, you know, but I don't measure, do I? Okay, so this is my center, so I want to just go off center a bit Of course, I have no pencil here. I'm going to use a pen. Where do I want it? How big is that going to be? Because, you know, I kind of like them when they hang off the top a little. Like that. But I don't want them right about there. Okay, right about there. So I think maybe right on that line. That's a good place to do it. Right on that line. So I'm going to come down and eyeball it a little bit there. I'm going to put one hole right there and one hole right there. How's that? Does that look okay? Yeah, it looks good. Looks good to me. Okay, I'm punch my holes. And I'm going to use my large, I'm going to put eyelets in. I know eyelets aren't part of this, of my draw, but you won't see them when I'm done. And they will actually make my holes stronger. And I'm going to put big ones in because I have quite a bit of ribbon that I'm using. So there we go. So there's my holes. And wait, I probably don't need to. Let's see what happens. Okay. I'm just going to, I'm going to make them all kind of the same length, I think. So it's going to wrap around through the thingy, tie a knot, and make a bow. Yeah, I'm just going to make them all the same length because when I think I'm going to run out, so I cut my string or my whatever I'm doing too short, and then I end up actually wasting more in the end than I would have if I had just, you know, cut a generous amount from the beginning. So, and also too, what am I saving it for, right? Maybe I'll craft with it one day. Oh, wait, I'm crafting now. Oh, look at that. Well, I have a new spool, another spool. Okay, so I've got that. I'm going to cut this one. I don't think I'm going to cut it exactly in half, though, because, oh, this one's really crinkled. Okay, so that one's like this. Look at this one. Okay, this one is just little. So it's kind of half the size of the blue one. So I'm gonna make the green one kind of proportionately the same as this one, as the beige one to the blue. So it's, see, I'm not gonna cut it right in the center. I'm cutting it, it's more like a third, because then I've got sort of an equal part on both sides. So I have a thin ribbon, a medium ribbon, or seam binding, and oh no, maybe it only rips one direction. Does that happen? I don't know. I only sew paper. I don't know what happens with fabric. I only tear paper, so I don't know what happens with fabric, but I'll start from this end and see if it tears better, because it tore really good when I just tore a little strip off my spool. Maybe it wants to go down more. Maybe it was just teasing me that time. Oh no, there we go. There, yay. And I have another piece of ribbon for another day. There we go. Ooh, love it. Okay, so I've got that one, and I got this one, and I have this. Let's put it right there. Let go. There we go. I'm just gonna make them all the same length for now. Roughly. There we go. Okay, so I want my bow on the front. Wonder how this will work out for me. Let's see. I'm just gonna put it through like this. And then I'm going to do the same thing through the other way. I kind of want, I don't know. I was going to say I kind of want my ribbons to kind of line up together, but then I think, do I? Do I really? No, I probably don't. So, you know what? I'm just going to stick them together like this and put them through the other way. There we go. Now, oh, I want to make sure that I have it in the middle. So, it's the only thing I'm going to be kind of fussy about, maybe, is that they're kind of sort of in the center, except that, yeah. I was going to say, except that one bow needs to be, one side needs to be a little bit longer to make the bow work, but I actually don't think so. I'll tie it differently. There's so many different ways to tie bows there. That's good. That'll work. Oh, it's just kind of pretty like that too, isn't it, hey? Everything's just pretty. Okay, get rid of this thing's. Okay, I have no idea where the bottom of the screen is because that thing is getting in my way and it has got to go. Okay, get in there. Come on. Don't do this. I'm just going to tie one knot to kind of anchor them sort of together a little bit, maybe. There. Okay. And let's see. Let's just see. Too many things in my place. And I do kind of want this little ribbon to be peeking and like, I want to be able to see it, so I don't want it buried under the big ribbon, the bigger ribbon. There she goes. There, that works. That was not as hard as it looked. It really wasn't. I do that. I can make things look harder than they are. And sometimes easier too. I guess it depends on what it is. Trying to be more gentle with myself though. Not be so harsh. There. Okay. Now that's a good start. I'm just going to pull them and twist them and tweak them till I get them looking like I want them to. I have a feeling this blue piece of seam binding isn't going to cooperate because it's kind of wonky. It's all crinkled and doing whatever it wants, and you know what? It's okay. It's okay. You probably can do something naturally way prettier than my fussing is going to make it. So there, we'll just see. I'll start with that. And how about this one? Okay, guys, coming along. Yes, I talk to my craft supplies. Don't you talk to your craft supplies? I do. There. Okay. They don't listen though. It's like the kids. They don't listen. Okay. There. So they're not the same, and I like that. Let's make this one a little bit floofier. There. And this one. A little less floofy, maybe. I don't know. Maybe these are too much together. Oh, this blue one is just having too much fun here. My mom used to straighten ribbons out. She used to, and it worked really well too. I mean, you can iron them, of course. but she would just, I don't know why she just didn't. Maybe I think she thought that the satiny ribbons would maybe melt or something. But she used to take a ribbon and soak it, and then she would wrap it around a bottle, and like a round bottle, and she would tape it down until it dried, and then yeah, when she pulled it off, it would be nice and flat again. Okay, so you know, I might have to find my iron somewhere, because that might be just a little bit too crinkled for me. I don't know yet. I'll see. But I'm not going to worry about it quite yet. Let's see. Where's my bead? My bead goes right like that. I'm going to hang it off like this too. Oh, I think that's pretty. Oop. So I need a bulb pen, and oh, look at a bulb pen. There's one here. It's not gold. You know what? I'm going to just use it for now, though. Then it'll save me getting up and having to run again. But I do have a gold one somewhere that I will switch it out for, because I actually think I would prefer that my metal stayed the same for this piece. Do I want to put that behind here maybe, and then it can just peek down a little bit? Oh gosh, I don't know. Yeah, I'll just do this. I'll just go right around it. Come on, there we go. There. Oh. I didn't do it up. I thought I did, but I did not. Okay, come up there. Maybe I have too much ribbon in there. That could be the problem. There we go. Okay. Okay, there, like that. Now, all I need to decide now is if I want to add this on. So, I'm going to really quickly fussy cut. Okay, there. Now, I could put that there like this. I could put that right there like that. Is that too much? I don't know, I think I kind of like it. But, I don't know, maybe it is too much, because that's really pretty, isn't it? Let me see here. Let's cut that, and that's fine. Let's cut this one like that. Let's cut this one like this. I'm gonna leave that ratty because it matches the rest of it. Oh, unless I can straighten it out and make it, oh, there we go. It's long. Okay. I will just cut a bit of that off, and then there we go. And then we'll see. That's just bad. Oh my gosh. Okay, yeah, I have got to go and see where my iron is. My iron lives with my craft supplies somewhere, because, you know, if I have to iron clothes, then they don't get to live in my house. So I don't use it for clothing. So it is in my craft supplies, and I just haven't ironed anything since we moved into our new place here. Bought a house last August, and yeah, I haven't unpacked all my stuff yet. So okay, this is getting kind of wild and crazy, but this is essentially it. So do I want well, I don't want all these, I know that. There, I'll just get rid of those. That was too much. Do I want this? Or do I not want this? I suppose I could put it on with a paper clip. Stick it on the back. Oh, I could put it on the back as a little pocket. I can stick little things in there. I could do that. Or I could just leave it for a while and come back and look at it after. But sometimes, you know, if you can't make a decision, if you walk away, it helps you see things from a new perspective when you get back to it. Same thing as if, you know, you're doing something and you're not liking what you're doing. If you leave it for a little bit and come back to it later, often you find that, yeah, you didn't do as bad as you thought you did. You kind of liked it after all. So I think I'll leave that for a minute, and I will come back. I'll go see if I can make a decision on that one. Oh, there we go. Gee, I wish this was kind of live, then you could just tell me what you think, and maybe somebody has another idea altogether. That would be awesome too. But okay, I'll go make my decision and come back and show you what I did. Okay, well, here's my tag. In the end, I decided against using this. It was just too big and it just detracted too much from the tag itself. So this is just pretty this way. I liked it. So this is the tag and the back side. Okay. It was lots of fun. So thank you, Kathy, and thank you, Beth, for hosting this fun challenge. And I will see everyone next week with another hashtag Pick 3 Tags challenge. And hopefully be back before that with something else on the go. So thank you so much for watching, and take good care. Enjoy the nice weather if you're in the Northern Hemisphere, because it is summer now. And yeah, go make something fun. Bye for now.